on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella Rita, I do think that worked. Happy Fun Friday. I'll be coming in a little bit on video, but this is the Heart of Influence, where we are all about the only human attainable superpower through the only complete, holistic, diagnostic, dynamic, interconnected actualization tool for all of human, AI, business, and mission acceleration in the world. We got a clown car of folks here today, Bella Rita. We got Darren Prince, James Amorosi, Tina Higgins, Andrew Catania, yourself. I don't even know how the heck we're going to get through the 97 people that are here today, right? But what do I know? I just work here. And so for everyone, warm welcome to this. Meet some people, hang out with some cool folks. I want to acknowledge Darren Prince as a person who is at source in the matter of having some most extraordinary guests recently on our podcast and our Integris Influence Immersion with 1,000 people, the Ralph Macchios, the Charlie Sheens, the Sugar Ray Leonards, and a whole lot more. Cassie Kozakov, Chief Decision Officer at Google. And all of this is about the ability to call us yes, which of course is the entrepreneurial dilemma, because we got to close a lot of yeses. And how do we do all this stuff? Pitching, hooking, closing, yuck. Who wants that in the world? I don't think you guys do. Those days are long over. It's not 1955. We're not selling Electrolux vacuum cleaners, Bella Rita, like your cousins in Oklahoma. That is not what is happening at all in any way, shape, or form in the world. So Bella Rita, please, with the warmest of welcoming, and I'll be rejoining the party in just a little bit after introductions. I'll be doing the magic moment, all of it. But Bella Rita, please, on the Heart of Influence today, who is here on this fun Friday? Let's make it happen, Bella Rita.
Sean, Andrea, and everyone, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And first, from Lake California, visionary founder and technologist, resurrecting Aura Systems, transforming breakthrough electromagnetic motors into next generation global energy and mobility solutions, returned as a technical advisor to revive a once $150 million enterprise, restoring innovation, integrity, and purpose-driven technology excellence, leading Aura's rebirth across defense, industrial, and transportation markets through advanced electromagnetic systems, redefining motion and efficiency worldwide.
What the hell are you even talking about? That's a lot of stuff. I'm very confused. That's amazing. Let's go.
Yes, let's welcome to the show, Harry Kurtzman.
Harry, here's what I'm hearing. You're a really smart dude that did a lot better in math than Bella, myself, Darren Prince, maybe Ammo. He pretends like he wasn't a great student, but like he's a closet like math genius and stuff like that coming from Wall Street. So with that said, brother, here's what we're doing. Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kick this game off with a fun fact. That fun fact could be a surprising moment, shocking moment, a proud moment, any moment that's going to make us say no way. But here's the key. Bella's got a gong. And we got a lot of people. So a headline sounds like this. I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions. That's a headline. The gong, like Chuck Barrett's Gong Show gong, is when a story happens. Bella, I am authorizing you, empowering you, begging you to start the gongs. If anyone, anywhere starts going to story mode, which would sound like, well, in 1975, I, Sean Calgie, my mom, found out I was going to go blind. Now, her dad was blind, and that was a very painful experience because my grandfather worked in the public sewers and public service. We were very close. We had a house in Long Beach. Gong. It is a headline, Bella Rita, that would make us say, Bella?
Harry, no way!
I'll be back.
All right, we'll see you in a few. So, Harry, what is your fun fact?
Years ago, I was presenting at the MIT Caltech Business Enterprise Forum, and I finished my presentation with a comment, Santa Claus is alive. He's in this art. His name is Peter Jaquet. A number of years later.
So, Harry, this is definitely getting into a story. So what's the headline? Are you Santa Claus?
A number of years later, Peter Jaquet was on Oprah, and he called me his saving angel.
Oh, so Peter, what was his name?
Sure. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Peter, what was the name? Called you his saving angel?
His name was Peter Jaquet. He was a giant on Wall Street at one time.
Beautiful. That is a touching story, Harry. I can hear how much that touches your heart. Beautiful share. And are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence today? I hope you're ready to have some fun, Harry, on the Heart of Influence today. Next up, going to Ireland, trusted inner circle advisor to elite CEOs, world-class athletes, and championship teams, shaping performance at highest competitive levels, combines high-performance psychology with transformative communication strategies that elevate leadership, influence, culture, and strength, and team cohesion. Includes a 90% success rate supporting individuals overcoming addiction, known for accelerating breakthroughs in high-stake environments where trust, mindset, and precision execution determine outcomes and long-term success. Let's welcome to the show, Tina Hege at Tina Nomad. Tina, hello. Welcome as the co-producer of today's show. And Tina, your fun fact for today.
First, I'll just correct that. I'd given it corrected. That's not actually my bio, but I'm a subconscious biohacker, optimizer, and reprogrammer, performance optimizer, and all of that. Not employing any of those techniques that were read, but that's okay. The rest of it, yes, 96th percentile success rate. My fun fact is that a lot of people just, most of my friends and associates that I work with call me Nomad. And the reason for that is I have lived in 10 countries at this point and been to 60 plus global resident and nomad and studied martial arts in most of those.
That is impressive. Tina, I don't want to get into an argument with you, but are you ready to have some fun in the Heart of Influence today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do it. Next up, rolling with Tina from Park City, Utah. Innovative leader and strategic visionary with chemical engineering roots and groundbreaking work stabilizing financial institutions and industry systems. Top performing sales and business strategist, consistently exceeding expectations through major contracts, elite awards, and sustained revenue growth. Global problem solver and trusted advisor to executives and Fortune 500 leaders, creating value and long-term success in high-stake challenges. Let's welcome to the show, John Sanu. Influence before?
Yes, I was.
I thought so, because your name, I don't remember a lot of names, but that name looked familiar. So welcome back, John, to the Heart of Influence. And
yeah, if you remember, Bella, it was the day that we just had 3 folks and you and I talked and said, you know what? We should bring John back. So we did.
Got it. Well, John, welcome back. Love the Sundance hat. We've spent some time skiing in Sundance. I love Sundance Resort. So it's a pleasure to have you back. And John, do you have a new fun fact for us today?
In my career in banking, I got known for solving problems, and I saved Citibank from being shut down by the FDIC.
Oh, saving Citibank. That is definitely a heroic, unique identity, John. Thank you. And are you ready to have some fun on today's show?
Sounds fantastic.
Sounds fantastic. Let's do it. And then I don't think we have, nope, we do not. Oh, we do. Next up from New York, global PR visionary at Zavo Media PR Group, redefining the PR landscape and empowering female entrepreneurs across 12 countries, a story of triumph, turning immense personal challenge into a global success that inspires leaders everywhere. Advocate for female startups through Zavo Ventures, bringing PR, investors, and investor relations to help women funders thrive. Let's welcome to the show, Liana Zavo. Hello, Liana. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Liana, your fun fact, please.
Thank you so much for having me. Fun fact is, I'm a college dropout, and I was recently asked to come back to speak from the college I dropped out of as a speaker. So I went from being a student to a speaker, and I spoke to pharmacy students about the power of PR and branding.
I love it. You're the second person I know that dropped out or got kicked out of a college that came back and spoke, and that is definitely an incredible honor. And Liana, are you ready to have some fun?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Also coming from New York, a CEO of Plum Tree Consulting LLC. That's a unique name. He brings decades of unmatched expertise in banking, brokerage, and strategic advisory across micro and small cap space, a highly trusted industry authority. His integrity, insight, and results consistently generate referrals from satisfied long-term clients. He empowers public and private companies to raise capital, expand market reach, and achieve sustainable, transformative growth worldwide. Let's welcome to the show, Gary Zweichenbaum. Gary, hello. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you are a baseball fan.
I wanted to be a pro athlete.
You wanted to be. I bet there's more to that story. But Gary, what is your fun fact?
I wanted to be a pro athlete. I got a baseball scholarship to college. I had academic problems. They put me on probation. I couldn't play baseball. I ended up visiting the grad school, ended up playing rugby, went to New York, played for the U.S. rugby team, and traveled around the world, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, playing rugby, and really learned more about international than anything else I'd ever done.
Wow. From baseball to rugby, travel in the world, and traveled all the way here to the Heart of Influence. And Gary, are you ready to have some fun today?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. And I'm so curious where the name Plum Tree came in, but maybe we'll get that a little bit later. But Gary, welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you.
And next up from Dakota County, Minnesota, visionary entrepreneur and global investor, champion human potential, freedom, and sovereignty across every community he touches, builder of conscious, intentional eco-village communities dedicated to financial, mental, and spiritual liberation for humanity, Lebanon-born world creator with decades of bold leadership, advancing true human emancipation and new earth movement. Let's welcome to the show, Chef Amatori.
Thank you.
Chef Amatori, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Chef, what is your fun fact?
Oh, real quick, about a year ago, I had just moved to Florida, as you can tell, and I was living with somebody in this room, actually. And I had a dream that there was some weird circular portal in our backyard. It was just a dream. And then another friend came by yesterday, and they're sensitive, and they're like, I feel this energy over there. And a third one that we hadn't told anything to, said the same thing. So we had a gentleman that same day with actual measuring devices, and then they could measure that there's electromagnetic energy within that circle, and which is not existent 2 feet outside. So apparently I opened a portal. I don't know what's
so Chef, we're getting in the story, and I am ready for the headlines because this sounds super. So is the headline, you have a circle of electromagnetic field in your backyard? Is that the headline?
The headline is, I opened a portal. We'll go with that.
You opened a portal. That is absolutely incredibly fascinating, Chef. And thank you so much for that fun fact. Let's go over to where I think there's lots of portal openings in California. Globally recognized influencer and visionary leader Andrew Golden empowers professionals to sell, serve, and lead with purpose. Known as the business hippie hybrid, he fuses strategic mastery with spiritual alignment for sustainable success. Andrew inspires worldwide movement of conscious leaders creating wealth, peace, and transformation through authentic service. Let's welcome to the show, Andrew Golden.
Grand Rising.
Andrew, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Andrew, what is your headline fun fact?
My headline is that my signature cooking dish is a hit at any part of your potluck. It is called 4-stick stew, and it contains 4 sticks of butter.
Oh.
I know, impressive.
4-stick stew. And what else is in your 4-stick stew?
We have chicken. Well, actually, I cannot share the information. That is a secret.
It is a secret, but Chef is vouching for you. Apparently, Chef has had your 4-stick stew. So maybe if we have a Friendsgiving, maybe we'll get to try your 4-stick stew too. But Andrew, are you ready to have some fun on the Heart of Influence?
If I was more ready, it would be illegal.
Let's go. Next up from Drexel Hill, PA, a well-respected healthcare innovator and CEO, an RN nurse at Holmes IV Nurses with excellence, empathy, and vision. A former U.S. Coast Guard medic, thank you for your service, turned cardiac nurse. She embodies precision service and purpose-driven patient care leadership. Through entrepreneurial mastery, a heart-centered guidance, April empowers wellness worldwide with compassion, integrity, and clinical brilliance. Let's welcome to the show, April Mitchell.
Florida, by the way.
What's that?
I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, Tampa, Florida. Sorry about that. We have all kinds of interesting things happening with bios today. But April, what is your fun fact?
Yeah, so when I was 21, I joined the Coast Guard, as you guys know, and I was a flight medic, and I got the chance to save 2 people's lives.
Wow. That is so beautiful, April. What an incredible, heart-centered fun fact, and how rewarding that could possibly be.
Yes, very rewarding.
Thank you for being here, and are you ready to have some fun?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to introduce our producer, coming from, and then Andrea, because I know we probably mentioned that people were going to meet Darren and Ammo. Like, are they expected, not expected? So let's speak
They
into.
are. They're coming. They both got stuck on a client call, so they're very sorry, and they're going to be joining a few minutes late. So apologies. Yes, this is unusual, but I mean, it's life. This does sometimes happen.
Okay, perfect. Well, let me just introduce them real quick for when they do come. Ammo is from New York, a seasoned entrepreneur with 35 years, including founding a private equity firm driving growth for founders, valuing personal connections and recognizing that unique contributions of each individual. Known for his relentless drive, transformed industries and empowered countless businesses to achieve extraordinary success. So that is James Amo Amorosi. And then we have the one and only Darren Prince from Los Angeles, California, internationally best-selling author and agent representing icons like Magic Johnson, Hulk Hogan, David Goggins, and the late Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, to name a few, negotiating over $750 million in marketing deals over the past 30 years, 16 years sober, a global advocate for addiction recovery, dedicated to giving back, believing the power of second chances, and improving lives through partnerships with treatment centers and mental health initiatives. So that is Darren Prince. And then we'll go to our co-producer coming from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of The Heart of Influence, general counsel and chief ecosystem officer at Cali Law. Coming from the United Nations today, let's welcome the one and only Andrea Cattaneo. Andrea, other than the fact that you're doing The Heart of Influence from the United Nations, what is your fun fact for today?
My fun fact is this is the 3rd annual Women's Entrepreneurship Day. It's an international day. Everyone should know about it. And it helps women with the smallest of businesses all the way to Fortune 2 businesses. And I'm proud to be here. And that is my fun fact for today.
That is an incredible fun fact. And Andrea, my question for you is, how many push-ups have you done today in the United Nations?
I actually did sneak before the show, and I did 80, and at home I did 100. So I'm only up to 180 today, which is a light day. But thank you for asking.
That is a light day, but 80 push-ups in the United Nations. That is super fun. Welcome, Andrea Cattaneo. I see we had Darren Prince just join us. So, Mr. Darren Prince, I already did your introduction, told everybody about you, but how about your fun fact for today?
Oh, my fun fact. I didn't have time to think about it. My fun fact. Well, maybe because I'm coming back to see you guys in New Jersey now. I think it's late December. I'm a Jersey boy at heart, but I feel like I got smart 7 years ago and left for California. So I don't really miss the weather. I miss people and the best food in New Jersey and New York.
That is super fun. And I just realized my video was off. I'm so sorry. I don't know how my video got turned off. I kept seeing Michael Johnson's boat so I am so sorry that you guys have not been seeing me this entire time.
Entire time. We've been seeing you some of it.
Yeah, nobody told me. You guys got to tell me these things. So I'm going to get the team in here to fix that. I have no idea what's going on, so I apologize for that. But welcome, Darren, to the Heart of Influence and everyone. So we've had some fun here. We've made some introductions, but now we're going to get down to the real business. And the real business is causing yes, because all business is built on shared experience. That's what we're doing here today. Mercedes is going to come help me get on camera here today. So thank you, Mercedes, because I didn't realize until just now I'm a big black box. So now we're going to get down to business. There I am. Thank you. So we're going to get it down to business because all business is built on shared experience. That's what we're having here today. However, once you have a shared experience, the ability to cause yes is what all business is built on, because you cannot build business if you cannot cause yes. So that's the game that we're playing here today. And so Andrea will be anyone that you want her to be, that you would like to cause yes with. She can be a philanthropic partner. She can be an ideal customer. She can be a stage that you want to speak on. Any yes that you are seeking. And so, Andrea, who do you want to start off with today?
You know what? Let's have Tina start today.
All right. So, Tina, you're going to kick us off today. Who would you like Andrea to be today?
How about the owner for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Ooh. The owner of the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right. Who here knows his name? Because I don't.
Do you know his name, Tina?
Does.
It's Mark Walters. You know, I'm very close with him and Jeannie Buss, the former owner.
Of course, there it is.
Also the owner of the Dodgers, so you can play it right.
All right. Cool. Love the Dodgers. My parents are from Brooklyn. Okay.
All right. Andrea, take us in.
Hello. This is Andrea. Hello. This is T-Max. What's his name?
His name is you said
Mark. Mark Walters.
Hello, this is Mark. Yeah. Mark speaking.
Hi, Mark. This is Tina Nomad. I'm a subconscious biohacker, optimizer, and reprogrammer. If you have just a couple of minutes free, I'd love to just have a brief chat with you about some options that I think might pique your interest. Would that be okay with you?
As a matter of fact, I do have a few minutes now, just about 3 though.
Okay, perfect. Before we start, I just wanted to say how much I've always respected how you handle a market that just gives you zero margin for error. Not many people could carry that level of pressure with the composure that you do. Always the constant comparison to Kobe, Magic, LeBron eras, the Hollywood spotlight, the coaching turnover, all of it. So I just wanted to give you a big shout out for that. I know it must be way more difficult than I can even imagine, and you handle it with such grace.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me. I really do appreciate that, ma'am. Appreciate it a lot.
Well, cool. So I'm just going to take just a few minutes of your time, like we said, but I'm not here to sell you on anything. I never sell people on a call. So I just wanted to see if, we have some good rapport together and the trust, and maybe we can book a time in the future. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So maybe you could tell me, I mean, I've got some ideas from what I've seen with your team, but what do you feel like's been the biggest pressure point for your organization this season internally, not what the media sees?
I got to be honest with you. And I think I can be really frank with you. My guys they're stressed out. They're just under a lot of pressure. And I just wish that I had a better way and I was better equipped to help them deal with their anxiety. That's really what I think these players need some alleviation from. So
if you could create one shift across the team's mindset tomorrow, what would you change first? So instead of anxiety, what would you prefer them to be feeling?
These guys are champions. They're talented. They're gifted, but they want it all. And I think they're in their heads a little bit too much. I think they're in their heads a little too much, and it's just leading them to be not the full selves that they can be. And I don't know, a sense of calm. They're certainly practicing and training hard enough, but I want them to
being able to, so it sounds like being in the zone and really being able to play in the zone, and instead of thinking about it, just kind of being there, being the exceptional players what they are, without being associated perhaps to the failures that they've had in the past and some of the mistakes they've had, and worried about replicating those things. Does that sound right? Kind of just being in that zone and being fully on?
Yeah. You're a good listener.
Awesome. So looking at where you are now versus where you want the organization to be, what's the actual gap?
Well, our team is, we've got a fantastic team. Obviously I want to win. I want to be winning.
Hey, Mark, remember the tryouts are happening right now and you're running a little bit late. Are you on your way?
Oh my God, yes. I didn't even see the clock. I got to jump. I only have about 5 more seconds.
Okay.
Let's see if we could tie this up, Tina. This has really been fascinating.
So,
thank you for helping me be present.
Awesome. So I've been asking you these because I see the same patterns with pro athletes I work with. And when they start to associate with the past injuries and trades and overthinking and all of that, When those are cleared, their play changes almost instantly. And I currently have 100% success rate with elite and pro athletes between 1 or 2 sessions. So if you would like to book another call when you do have a little bit more time to hear a little bit more.
But Mark, we can't keep the players waiting anymore.
All right, gotta jump. Totally gotta
Would that
jump.
be
Thank
okay
you,
to book
Tina.
another
Yeah,
follow-up call?
Let's
Okay.
talk next week, next Thursday. How's that for you? Thursday at 4.
Awesome. We'll book it now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job, Tina. We'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. I'm gonna have some questions for Darren. But next, let's go Harry. Harry, who would you like Andrea to be?
I would like a very smart investor who wants to make a paradigm shift in the world energy.
A smart investor. Andrea's worked with a few investors in her lifetime. I think that's a role she knows quite well. Andrea, take us in.
Bring it on. Hello, this is Andrea of Westward Catania Family Office. How can I help you?
Are you interested in a global paradigm shift in energy?
I do invest in a lot of energy companies. Who's calling, please?
I'm sure you know that more than half of all the energy in the world is used to run electric motors. And with the demand for energy growing, any technique that increases the efficiency of electric motors would have a paradigm shift in the world of energy. Our company has developed an electric motor and generator that has the highest efficiency, the highest energy density of all existing motors. And recently, I just read an article by Siemens in Germany that claimed that a 1% increase in energy of electric motors will power 100 million US homes for 1 year. Our machines are much higher in energy than increase in energy than 1%.
We do invest in a lot of energy companies. We're investing in a lot of technology companies, but motors, what's the market for motors? Like, tell me a little bit more about,
The market,
are we talking cars? What are we talking about here?
We're talking about electric motors, and it's kind of a small market. It's about $300 billion a year.
Oh, okay.
And everywhere, most people don't pay attention because it's mundane. They take it for granted. But a washing machine, a dryer, a mixer, a garbage disposal, your refrigerator, compressors, and so on, all of them are electric motors in a different box. So you know them as a different name, but they're all electric motors. Just industrial motors, there are 30 million industrial motors being sold every single year.
So did I hear you say 300 billion with a B?
Yes.
So tell me if we can kind of cut to the chase, because, we investors, we have very short attention spans. I'm curious, what's the opportunity for me to make some money with my money?
Well, it's not to make some money. If you're only interested in some money, we're not the right place. Only for people who are looking for a tremendous increase in money. And make a difference, a global difference. Let me tell you, our machines are all made in the USA. 50 years ago, most of the motors in the world were made in the USA.
I got to tell you, you definitely sparked my curiosity there. I love this country, and I'm glad to hear that this is going to be bringing things back here. But I do have to run, but I'd love to chat with you further about this. You made me curious.
Well, I would love to have a chance to talk to you when you have a lot more time, because this is not only interesting from an energy point of view, it really saves the country from depending on rare earths right now. And I'm sure you're aware.
Harry is saving the earth. And Harry, we are so grateful and want to hear so much more. This sounds incredibly fascinating. And there's someone, I think, in our ecosystem that maybe that you have a lot in common with. But anything you want to say in final to Miss Andrea Catania? Are we setting up a longer meeting?
Harry,
100%. Yes, I can't wait to speak with him further. And I know rare earths are so expensive and what you're doing is a lot less expensive. So sounds fascinating.
Beautiful job, Harry. And welcome, Ammo, to the show. I'm going to come to you in just a minute. We did introduce you earlier. And then when we come back to you for some feedback, but I don't know if you heard anything, we'll get some fun facts. But welcome, Ammo.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
I heard you and Darren were up to some pretty amazing things right before the show. So we welcome you here.
Apologize. Thank you.
No worry. So now this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Terry or Tina or Harry. Something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then what is one word on how they left you feeling, one word on how they left you feeling. So how about we kick it off with April? And April, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Tina, please? Just like for us, April.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I thought Tina was very professional. I like how she started off like asking, what what the coach wanted to change about his team, and then she gave a solution as to what she could do for them. And I think she was just really confident, and I feel confident about her ability to change their subconscious mind to make the team better.
That is beautiful. And April, what is one word on how Tina left you feeling?
Uplifted.
Uplifted. Beautiful. Thank you, April. Now let's go, Liana. Liana, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Harry, please?
Yeah, Harry, I think he's very well-rounded. I think he knows a lot about his industry, except that it was a bit ongoing. It was too much. It wasn't punchy enough for me. I wanted more like get to the chase, like what are you trying to get out of it? And so also I think that I don't think he introduced himself in the beginning, so I didn't hear the intro. But overall, I think that, I would love to work with Harry and see how we can partner up.
Beautiful. Coming in hot with incredible feedback. Liana, what is one word on how Harry left you feeling?
Wanting to learn more.
Wanting to learn more. I think that's a bit more than one word. But welcome, Liana. Thank you, Liana, for that feedback. And let's go, Gary. Sean, I'm here. It's very, very, very choppy. I think Sean's trying to speak. Sean, it's incredibly choppy. Incredibly choppy. So we'll come back to Sean in just a moment. But let's go, Gary. Gary, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Tina, please?
Okay. Well, Harry's a client of mine, so I can't do that. But I will tell you, I was very impressed. One, she complimented the client. And she made a comment, not here to sell you, which I thought was kind of interesting. She asked good questions, and then she confirmed what the client wanted. So she got the client to say, this is what I want, not what she thought. Okay.
Beautiful. Great feedback, Gary. And Gary, what is one word on how Tina left you feeling?
Energized.
Energized. Thank you, Gary. And Sean, I don't know if you can hear us, but your sound was super choppy and robot-y. So maybe you want to call in and then be on video through the computer. So thank you for that, Gary. And let's go, John Sanu. John, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Harry, please?
I thought it was very informative. It was to the point. It wasn't a long conversation, but it gave you the facts that you needed to make a decision and move forward, and something I would want to hear more about in the future.
Ooh, fantastic. John, thank you. And what's one word on how Harry left you feeling?
Interested. You could tell that he was a very smart person, knew and believed in what he did.
Interested. Beautiful. Love it. John, I think we got you, Sean.
So, Rita, I'm interested in hearing how my sound is, Bella.
Your sound is much better, sir.
Excellent. Over to you, Miss Bella Rita.
Yes, let's go. Andrew Golden. Andrew, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Tina, please?
Yeah, for sure. Well, Tina clearly knows what she's talking about. And I feel as if she could actually hold a conversation with anybody of a high caliber. One piece of feedback is that she could have asked more connection questions in the beginning instead of going into kind of like who she is and what she does. Because I know just from my experience, when somebody does that, I go, "Oh, salesperson. Oh, what are they trying to talk to me about here? Are they trying to, get me to do something?" So just asking, like, right when you get in the call, just saying basically her name and then going into questions that puts the focus onto the person she's talking to. But
and Andrew, what is the one word on how Tina left you feeling?
Possible.
Possible. Andrew's got the one word down. The first person I think that has said one word.
And he's the first. And Andrew's the first person that ever said possible in the history of the Heart of Influence. In the one word, we've had 9,000 people on the show. Possible has never been a word. That's amazing. Thank you.
Wow.
Possible. Love it, Andrew. Let's go. Chef, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Harry, please?
Yeah, good to meet you, Harry. Frankly, I'm actually personally very intrigued by what you're selling. I was like amazed by the content of the actual machine. As far as the pitch, I would, ask more questions. I would start by presenting myself and what my name is. And I would start with what's in it for them. So like, hey, you want to change the world today? Or something specific that will touch them emotionally. But generally, I think the pitch is pretty good and the product is very good. I'm sincerely intrigued. Like, I want to change the world today or tomorrow. It's a good one. Best of luck.
That's what this show is all about. That's the second person I think I've heard that wants to get to know Harry even better. That's what this show is about. So thank you for that, Chef. And let's go. Andrea Catania, how about your 30 seconds of feedback or your one word for Tina, please?
Empowered.
Empowered. And then Darren, did you catch Tina or Harry? I forget which one.
Yeah, I was on.
What's that?
I was on.
All right, perfect. So what would you like to share with Tina and Harry? And then I'll come to Ammo to share whatever.
I think Tina was great, very knowledgeable, understanding of players, athletes, and their mindset. So when Andrea expressed her concern, as Mark Walters, the new Lakers and Dodgers owner, it was impressive because like I said, I actually know Mark, and that whole ownership group is like that. Everybody's family, and she had all the right answers. The mental fortitude, the anxiety, and it sounds like Tina's very knowledgeable and being in that industry for 31 years, even the biggest superstars, legends that I've worked with and ones that I know, that they have moments, and people like Tina are essential to getting through those breakthroughs. They can get to the next level in those peak moments of their career. And then as far as Harry, outside of, forgetting the intro in the beginning and his name, I think it was great. I think he, even the way Andrea mentioned about, small investment, making money, whatever it might have been, the way he corrected it and said that this isn't something small, this is something big that not only is going to change the world, but, massive, massive financial upside. So I thought, he was great.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Darren, I don't know if we lost Sean again, but let's go Ammo.
No,
Ammo.
I'm here.
Oh, hello. And then let's go Ammo. Hello, welcome. Ammo joined us a little bit late. So how about we go Ammo, your fun fact for today, please. And then we'll get to put Sean on the hot seat.
Fun fact, huh? My fun fact is tonight, for the first time ever, I am being graced by a medium. All right, so I'm going to experience the next world in the present world. I was reluctant, but I'm gonna dive in and give it a shot. So that's the fun fact today. We're gonna see how fun it is.
Ammo, that is a very fun fact. I'm sure it is a former friend of Bella Rita's from like Southern California, or or Bruce Springsteen's like Madame Marie on the Asbury Park Boardwalk. So have oh, can I give my fun facts? I haven't given one yet, Ammo.
Yes.
Please, Sean, please.
So yeah, so Tony Robbins in the Lions meetings, and please, everybody don't amplify this, even though this is going to be posted online. Had a person that was of a similar ilk of superpowers and ESP and mind reading. And Ammo, as you know, integrity-based human influence is the game. And I was there with the Tony Robbins Lions, and I figured out how this guy was doing it. It was so obvious. It was crazy. And he had convinced everyone there. And he actually portrayed himself as not being a mentalist, but truly being a medium, like that had the superpower to do these things. And I set up a fake scenario. I told 5 of the Lions what I was doing. And here's the real fun fact. Everything I said happened. And it was fake what I created and said exactly what he was going to do and say it happened. And they still all thought he had actual powers. And I went through each of them, what they wrote on a card. The guy felt it with his fingers clearly, and then like went from there. It was unbelievable, the power of suggestion. It's so mind-numbingly crazy. So Ammo, I challenge you tonight to debunk the medium, or if it's real, then tell me it's real. Because by the way, I do believe in God. I believe in other things, but I also believe a lot of people are fraudulent in that space. So Ammo, have at it, brother.
I appreciate that, Sean. It's funny how the universe works, right? Keeps us synergistic all the time. Pretty cool that you experienced that. I will next week. I promise to let you know how it goes tonight. I'm a believer. I believe in God, and I believe in. I'm very spiritual, but I believe in this. I believe their spirits can communicate in certain ways. I've experienced certain things throughout my life, so I'm interested to see what happens tonight. You know what I mean? And this is supposed to be a very well-known medianist woman. I think she's from Long Island. Very, very well known.
What's her name?
I got to be honest with you. I don't know.
I'm on Long Island.
I don't want to know.
Ammo.
Yes. Yes.
If she has people write anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so I just want you to write things down, put in a box, call me. And
I
will have the opportunity to be the disruptive hero, or you can remain silent and just laugh to yourself. But if she has you write anything, and that's a part of the structure, I will give you everything that's going to happen.
I love it.
Yeah, Shaf said in the chat, it's the Long Island medium. She has a show called that.
Say it again, Bella.
I'm on Long Island. I'd like to know who she is. That would be great.
I'll let you know, Gary.
I'll
let you know.
Thank you.
I absolutely will. Be my pleasure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, though, Rita, lots been going on. You're going to put me in the hot seat. You got some scenarios. What's the story, woman?
I do have some scenarios for you today, Sean Callagy. Everybody, this is the time of the show that I get to put my co-host on the hot seat in scenarios that he has no idea about because I have been cooking them up as the show has been going on. I'm excited for today's scenario. So option number 1 is I'm inspired by Tina's work with athletes. Darren knows like the owner of the LA Dodgers and like the LA Lakers. I'm hoping maybe he knows the president of the Mets, because my scenario number 1 is Sean to role play Tina, going from Hello to Yes with David Stearns, to go from Hello to Yes to do some mindset training with the Mets next year. That when they do trading, to have her come in to bring the team together, so then they don't muck it up going to the World Series. I was almost going to say the Super Bowl, but they don't go to the Super Bowl. They go to the World Series. So we got to get the Mets to the World Series next year, and Tina to be their mindset coach for next year. That is option number 1. Option number 2 is I thought Sean could role play Liana, going from Hello to Yes with the UN to speak at their next Women's Day conference next year. So that would be option number 2. And then option number 3, I think Harry's work in the space of energy could partner very well with Dustin in our ecosystem. So option number 3, Andrea, is Sean would role play being Dustin, going from hello to yes with Harry to invest in his carbon footprint patent. So, Andrea, if you'd like to unmute, please. And
You know what, Bella, I had an idea. Right? So for these fine folks, if there's anyone, those are Bella's 3 scenarios. But if there's anybody here that's sort of like a skeptic, high skeptic, cynic, that would think that we set any of these scenarios up, if there's anybody here that would like to come forward with their own scenario, where I would have the 3 minutes to go from hello to yes on something, please feel free to jump in. Anybody got something they want to do? If not, we'll go with Bella's scenarios.
Yeah, I do actually, Sean, if
All
that's
right.
okay.
Yeah, who is it?
that is Leon.
Bella, you spoke at the same time. I'm so sorry. Who was it?
Liana Zabo,
Hey, Liana, how are you? Very nice to meet you. And Liana, where are you from?
New York City.
Uh-oh. New York City. I'm from North Jersey. Is the height of cynicism on earth. Just kidding, but not. So, Liana, what would you like me to be going from hello to yes on? And remember, Liana, has to be in integrity. So it can't be like self-swampland to like, somebody that doesn't exist. There's got to be an integrous meeting. And remember, I could always make it like a next meeting on it. But Liana, what would you like me to go from hello to yes on?
Well, you can be the VC firm I'm pitching to, because we represent VC venture capital firms and we help them with their visibility.
Okay, but I would be you. So like this is where Bella like turns the tables on me. So I would be you then, and you could be the other person on the other side, and you could tell me what you're normally her visibility. So I would be you trying to go from hello to yes, create a meeting with VC firms on visibility, if that's what you like me to do. It wouldn't be you causing the yes. It's like where I'm jumping in on something I don't know anything about and being you. So would you like me to do that or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're helping VC firms with visibility. Does that mean you're creating meetings? Is it general identity? You're supporting them in creating presence in ecosystems? Just give me like 2 bylines to the headline.
Yeah, so we help them with their credibility, their visibility, which equals to profitability, and we help position them so that they can stand out with their fund. And we help with partnerships as well, strategic partnerships. And we're also global in 12 countries.
I'm saying also, Liana, also global. What was that?
We're globally recognized in 12 countries, so we can get them globally recognized if their VC fund is global as well.
Got it. And so this is, you're creating deal flow, you're creating credibility for people that are looking to go to the next level. And what's like the range of VC firm sizes? These are companies that are investing 100 million, 10 million, 5 million, 1 million. Like what's the scope and size of VC firms you guys work with?
Yeah, so up to 50 million right now. And then they invest up to 3 million.
Cool. Okay. And so you're helping get them the deals. Got it. All right. So remember, there's a lot of ways this can go. So I'm not fully familiar with Liana, but I will do my best. Okay. And how about your Mr. Smith, the head of a VC firm? How does that sound?
Sure. That's me, right? Okay.
Yeah, you're Mr. Smith. Yep. Hi, is Mr. Smith available?
Sure. Give me a second. I'll connect you.
Thank you.
This is Goldsmith. How may I help you?
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Goldsmith. This is Liana. This is Liana. We had a 3-minute call scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you, Mr. Goldsmith?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I know everybody's hitting you up all the time, right? They see money, they see dollar signs, they're telling you all the great things they could do. So I'm just curious, Mr. Goldsmith, what prompted you in the first place to even give me the honor? I'm super grateful for it, but to put me on your calendar in the first place. And I do have 2 minutes and 40 seconds of counting. If I'm here to pitch you something, I want to see if we can actually be a decent fit. What was the why behind your even accepting this meeting? And thank you, sir.
Well, because I think that you have a very intriguing approach, and it's very unique. You have a VC PR approach, and not too many people that approach me, companies, they know how to pitch us. So you are a VC PR approach. That's why we want to know more about how you can help us with publicity.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. So Mr. Goldsmith, before I answer that question directly, what's the why? Like, I've done all the research in your firm. You guys done an incredible job. But what is it that you're struggling with, challenged by? I know you want more deal flow. Is you want bigger deals, higher? No, but what is it? If I could wave a magic wand and do 2 or 3 things for you really quickly, what would those 2 or 3 things be?
Yeah, we want to have more deal flows. We want to attract more startups in the tech field and health tech.
Got it. Awesome. So from that place, I share a couple of quick things in our final minute or so, Mr. Smith, that may or may not resonate with you.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Awesome. Yeah, can I share a couple quick things in our final minute that may or may not resonate with you?
Go ahead. Sure.
Yeah. So here's the story. We are the gold standard in the industry. Everybody claims that, but here's why. What most people do is either look at a social digital presence dynamic or they claim to do PR. But what does even that mean? Like, what is the digital marketing and what is PR? Peter Drucker said that business is nothing more than marketing and innovation, period. That's all it is. And what people do is get lost in the sauce of what they do. We produce, Mr. Smith, outcomes. The outcome that you want is more deal flow and you want more entrepreneurs and startups. That's what you just told me. So how would we go about doing that? Well, we don't just put up cool social media posts. We don't just redo your website. We reach out and create what we call ecosystem mergers. You might think of joint ventures, strategic partnerships, but it's a more robust dynamic of sustainable growth together in partnerships with business. So for example, we look for then, if this is the vertical you're looking for, is where are there startup communities that exist, but that are robust, successful, and actually have entities that work, not simply all the nonsense that you see in personal coaching or business coaching, where people like hack programs, get all these people involved, and nothing's happening. We do that work with our new AI platforms, and we find these entities. Then we create shared experiences between your enterprise, your incredible firm, and these people to develop relationships with their leadership. So be a specific example. Anybody can say, oh, we're getting a bunch of podcasts, do a bunch of things. Nonsense. I mean, that's a start, but what happens after that? So simply put, Mr. Smith, I guarantee you, if we have a 30-minute follow-up conversation, we will leave that with you hiring my firm. Guaranteed. If you do not hire my firm, then I will give you, first of all, a press release to put out bombing me for lying to you. And second, I will put you up for the next year, once a month at the Capitol Grove of your choice in a private room. Mr. Smith, how would it resonate with you or not with me putting all that on the line for a 30-minute follow-up Zoom call so I can give you the how behind my very bold promises, how we actually do that? What say you, Mr. Smith?
Well, I like the way you presented what you can do for us. It's kind of similar to what someone else just pitched me a few minutes before our call. So tell me, I'm asking you, Mr. Smith, you're telling me somebody offered you Capitol Grove for 12 months in a private room if they don't deliver. You just got that? Are you telling me the truth, Mr. Smith? Well, besides that, of course.
Yeah, that's a big besides though, right, brother? And I am calling you brother, Mr. Smith, because now that you've fibbed slightly, I love you, I appreciate you, but I don't pitch. I deliver results. And you could feel the energy and the certainty. I know you can. And I got to go because I have 5 more calls just like this one. And you don't have another one with a person like me. And either you want my 30 minutes that I'm going to provide to you because I want to work with you, but I'm not pitching. I'm here to deliver results. You feel it or you don't, sir. And I need it sincerely because I got to go. So do you want to have the meeting or you don't?
Yeah, same here. I definitely have to get on next call. But if you can just send me everything via email, your deck, and then I'll take a look, and then we can kind of reconvene.
I promise you, I won't do that. So it's a yes or no today. I'll send nothing. So would you like to have a 30-minute follow-up with me or no? And I know that you want to.
Yes, I do want to.
The hierarchical power struggle. Yeah, excellent. We'll put on the calendar. I'll send you everything you need. And I set that up with your assistant, Tom, that set this meeting up for us. And I mean this sincerely. The way I'm communicating is why you want me, right? I know you know how to cause yes, so do I. Let's go work together and build your firm to the next level. But can I set this meeting up with your assistant, Tom, that set this one up?
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you. Out of roll. Okay. So, well, yeah, that was awesome. You did a great job. I really appreciate it. That was super fun. Right?
Thank
a little
you.
twist there. Great job. How did I do with you having a conversation with Mr. Smith? And P.S., that is how we communicate in our world. So how did that feel for you?
I mean, You did amazing, obviously. But I have a question though. When you reached out, it wasn't like a cold outreach, because it seems like you were on the calendar, because that's the confusing
and forgive me. Sure. I mean, if you want me to do a cold outreach, come back on the Heart of Influence, another episode the next week, and I'll do a cold one. I thought that was a set call, but I could easily do a cold outreach.
No, but
well.
I see what
I
you
was
did.
taking from a set call.
I see what you did. Yeah, I was more curious to see if it's a cold outreach, because it would be cold. You wouldn't say that you booked me, because you basically telling me that,
you
know.
Listen, then here's what I want to do. Yeah. Now here's what I want to do. Ready? So let's go. So you want me to get to the gatekeeper? We'll do this. This is going to eliminate our ability, Bella, to go like, how was your experience? But I want to make sure everybody's clear on, what we're doing here. So at the end,
and then Sean, and then I do have the other Heart of Influence to jump to.
I understand. What's the time exactly right now?
It is 3:59.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Love you all. And Liana, we're just out of time, but I would love to do this. So you get to come back on and Andrea, just have Liana's information. Anybody wants to watch me do this or not? Not that it's the most exciting thing in the world, but we'll send this out to you guys as well and do a clip on a Heart of Influence next week for sure. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. We got gifts in the chat. I want to have a hard stop on time. We have created the most incredible, the entrepreneurs, the business person's dilemma, the salesperson's dilemma, the entrepreneur's dilemma, the business owner's dilemma is we don't have enough people to cause yes. We just don't. We don't have the time, right? We don't have the skill set, and we don't have the resources. We've created and solved that problem as the holy grail of business in the world. I know it's like a little weird, like how'd you do that? But this week we're having a conversation with Dean Graziosi, Tony Robbins being their style with their AI Advantage, 1 million people on, or 1 million people registered. I'm going to be speaking at Tony and Dean's event at Zenith Mastermind next week in Mexico. And if we can create that with them, and David Mazel of Marvel Studios, we had a meeting with him today. If we can create these meetings, then there's something here. Talk to our agents. If you want to cause more yeses, which of course you do. That's why you're here. That's our gift in the chat. Andrea, Darren, Emma, love you guys. Bella, all of you. We're super duper grateful. Sorry, we went a little bit long today, but that's the byproduct of having all of you amazing people here. God bless. Happy Fun Friday. Bella, great job, everybody. Thank you. See you soon.
Bella, to answer your question, you asked me a question about Plumtree. Zwetschgenbaum means plum tree in German, hence the name Plumtree Consulting.
That is awesome. Thank you, Gary.